everyone, it's Phil from Kinda Magic, and I'm here with another episode of Roll Up the Rim to Win. I'm not, it's Magic Regrets. But, you know, if you've ever been to Canada, you know that this is the closest thing we have to national pride. Cheers. Anyway, where are we going this week? Let's have a look. We got a few things to talk about this week. Actually, one that I want to talk about, I want to touch base on, it's kind of a touchy subject, is the arrest of, the charges against Mr. James Biss. Now, Mr. James Biss is a mentalist, he's written a few books, and he's also a school teacher in the Toronto area. As a father of two daughters, you know, when I hear stories like this, I'm completely creeped out and hate them. And I've noticed that some of the forums, people are already starting to talk and slam and judge. I'll be the first one to do that once we know the truth. And all I'm asking is that as magicians, as people, you know, we need to respect our court system. I was born in England. I live in Canada. I lived for a short while in the United States. And the common thing between all three countries is we're innocent till proven guilty. And I would ask that we all hold off in destroying this man's career and reputation before we know exactly what went on. It could just be a disgruntled student. I don't know. You don't know. The courts will know. And I promise you, as soon as we find out what the courts have to say, I will be on here with an opinion. But until then, let's hold off and let's wait. Let's see what happens. All right? So, getting that kind of nasty stuff out of the way, let's go on with Magic Regrets. Now, last week I didn't slam a product, but I talked about a product that really bothered me. It was Trevor Duffy's Felt Tip Surprise. And I know it was only a $13 trick, but I talked about how it was wrecking. So, one thing I tried to do is I tried to come up with a fix for this product. And all I did so far was I took the lid off and I let it sit for a couple days out in the open, hoping that the air would dry whatever Trevor Duffy had put on the top there, and it seems to have worked, which, hey, is a bonus. And it doesn't seem to be leaving the black marks that it was leaving. So if you bought this trick and it is leaving the marks, leave it out with the cap off. If you're thinking of buying it, remember to test it on white clothing before you buy it. And if it is leaving a black mark, try leaving the cap off for a couple days, let whatever it is that's dried out. I think what might have happened is they manufactured it, they were in a hurry, they put the cap on, they sealed it in a plastic bag, and whatever it is they were using didn't have a chance to dry. So there could be a fix there. Trevor Duffy's Felt Tip Surprise. I still love the trick, and I'm glad we've been able to come up with a fix for it. So, kind of a Magic Regret redemption. MRR. Whatever. Anyway, let's keep going. Every week on my desk I end up with a pile of magic. Now that pile of magic is in for repair, but it doesn't really come from our customers so much as it comes right from the suppliers broken. Ticks me off, but to send it back costs money. You know, we got customs, we got duties, we got all that fun stuff. So I always end up with this pile of magic on my desk. And, you know, in our back room we have a lathe, we have a drill press, we have a grinder, we have a little workbench. We have a lot of stuff to be able to fix things. And consequently, we ended up doing a lot of our repairs. But the one trick that came across my desk this week that I thought was a Magic Regret was the Key by Andrew Mayne. Now, all I got was the gimmick across my desk. And I looked at the gimmick and I looked at the way it was made and I went, absolute junk. I mean, this thing is garbage and it's already broken before we've even tried to sell it. So I repaired it. Crazy glue was all that was needed. And I went, this is going to be this week's Magic Regret. But I had to watch the video before I could say that. You know, you can't just say, hey, it's a regret. And when I watched the video, I was actually surprised at how well this trick was presented and how much you could do with the gimmick. So while I thought it was a Magic Regret, after watching the video and watching his presentation, hey, it was actually not that bad. So Andrew Mayne, you've done well. Mr. Mayne, the Key, $24.95. It's actually not that bad. I liked it. His presentations are good. His video describes the trick really well. There you go. It's not a magic regret. Where do we go now? Oh, I just seem way too positive this week, don't I? I have to be negative about something. But let me try something. Here we go. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, and you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, I am offering only the truth, nothing more. That's for all you Matrix geeks out there. And of course, I'm talking about the red and the blue deck of Magic Castle cards. Now, I was excited, people are excited, people really like them, so let's have a look at them on camera this week just for you. Now, the red deck, awesome. I mean, let's have a look at this. Knife, let's open this puppy up. Good, good. On camera. I do these all in one take, guys, so I'm not a lot of edits and stuff. Thank you for watching. Look at that. Nice fan. Nice deck of cards. Honestly, not bad at all. Like Magic Castle cards, they're kind of a novelty item, but the cards themselves, they're good stock. Honestly, good cards to work with. Happy as heck to see them. Really like them. That was the red deck. So, you know, a lot of people bought the red deck and then say, hey Phil, I want the blue deck. The blue pill. Let's have a look. You add your own soundtrack here. Something different about this deck when we opened it up, folks. Unlike the red deck, it's sealed again for your protection. Double sealed. By the way, always double bag it. But let's have a look. Let's open up this second bag here. You know, there was a race in the store to see who could get into these the fastest. Wilbur thought he'd won until he realized that they were double packed. Pardon the faces. Wow. Wow, I tell you something. Anything that took this long to get into is well worth it. But a nice blue, same backs by the way, but in blue, which is great. And they fan just, oh. And wait. Guys, I do know how to fan cards. Wait a second, let me check the red deck again. Remember the red deck? Remember these? Yeah. Now, the blue deck. Now, obviously this isn't just one deck for the camera. This is about the third or fourth deck we opened. The cards, the blue cards are completely different quality. They're much thinner. Not bad cards, to be honest with you, but there's like zero fanning ability. They're the worst deck I've ever seen for fanning, period. They are thinner, they're a softer card. What I don't understand is how Magic Castle cards in the exact same packages, just red and blue, can be so different. If you're gonna sell something, I'm sorry, I need to keep looking at the camera here, but look at those. The reds, absolutely beautiful. The blues, there's just nothing there. So, I guess this week's Magic Regret would be blue Magic Castle cards. Red ones are fantastic. Blues, I don't know why. I have no idea. But there you go. And that's, I don't even know where to go with it. It's a Magic Regret. But the red cards are absolutely fantastic cards. I would definitely buy a pack of those. If you're just a card collector, then I guess, and you don't do anything with them, then that's fine. But to see two different qualities of the same product. Anyway, there we go. So, Magic Castle cards in blue, you are this week's Magic Regret that way. However, the main event this week. And I don't like to pick on tricks that I generally like Tenyo products, but this one is just absolute junk. It of course is Tenyo's Anti-Gravity Rock. If you're a Tenyo collector, I understand why you've bought this for your collection. However, it needs to be shown for what it is, which is, I can't see how this is even performable. The idea behind this trick is you get a rock which resembles a rock but in some way, and it's going to float for you. It comes with this lovely little tray to hold this thing on, and you set the ring on, you set the rock on it. On the box it shows that you can look right underneath. Of course you can't look right underneath, but of course Tenyo thought about that. So they provided the don't look under the rock ring. That's right, the don't look under the rock ring. I said rock ring, get your minds out of the gutter. So you have to add a ring to it to try to not get people to look underneath while this thing floats up. Guys, I understand if you're a Tenyo collector, you're going to want this thing. But if you're looking for amazing magic and you're a newbie to magic, don't waste your money on this thing. It's absolute junk. It's one of those Tenyo duds. I don't even know what to say to this thing. We have it, I think it sells for about $55. We have it on sale for $29 just to try to get rid of the one we have in stock. If you want it, just send me an email, make me an offer. I don't know. It's a waste of money, waste of time. So that's this week's major magic regret. What else do we have to talk about this week? Oh man, I don't know. Oh, my mom's sitting in the back here and giving me funny faces. So, hi Mom! And on with that, I'm going to invite you to visit kwmagic.com. Yesterday, which was March 1st, marked our 5th anniversary of having the store open here. That's been 5 years of serving magic to the public, of bringing in products, and we're going to have a ton of specials this month. So if you do visit the website, I think we have like 25% off all DVDs right now. But throughout this month, there's going to be lots of rotating specials. On Saturday, I think we're going to have some cake or something going on right here in the shop. But I want to thank everybody who supported our store for the past 5 years. I've made a lot of friends. We've met a lot of great magicians. And I do thank you. And I hope that this video series continues to get the positive comments that you have all been sending me. I know that Wilbur and myself, we appreciate all that positive feedback. So thank you very much. We'll see you next week with another Magic Regrets, and have a great week, everyone. Take care.